Hi, my name is Todd Koester. This is Cheyenne, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the domestic dog and some of the situations about the domestic dog. Where did the dog come from? What happens to the dog as far as their background, and some of the misconceptions we have about the dog. Cheyenne, yes, she is a domestic dog. She is a golden retriever, 2-year-old. But she is a mammal, yes, she is a canine, but the mystery part of it, that Cheyenne is a wolf in dog's clothing. That's what we're going to discuss today. And so one of the major topics discussing this about the dog, domestic dog being of the wolf, is when we go into some of the experts and we talk, we find out from them where they're getting this information. And William Kohler, a dog trainer, is telling us, has some major quotes here, that first he states that God made the animals and God made man and woman. Also, one of the major quotes we're looking for is a rehabilitation, and Kohler mentions this rehabilitation and dog psychology. So that's what we'll be going into, is talking about dog psychology and the rehabilitation of the dog. Further going on, Kohler, for number one, was a dog trainer that worked for Walt Disney, and for many years he trained a lot of military dogs, and was well renowned and well known. Next expert that we're looking here at is the Dog Watching by Desmond Morris. And Desmond Morris, again, and he even quotes this, that the domestic dog being actually coming from the wolf. And Desmond himself here is, he was the curator of the London Zoo, and also a presenter of the Zoo Time on BBC, and he authors this book, Dog Watching, and also Cat Watching. And what's interesting about Desmond is that Desmond gives a lot of techniques and talks specifically about what the dogs do, how do we read the dog, what's the psychology of the dog, and for instance, dog's tail. Why does the dog hold his tail between his legs? It's not just fear, but submissiveness. Why does the dog show his teeth while he's playing with another dog in that manner? That comes clear back from wolf's play like that. Many other situations that Desmond brings up and talks about dogs and specific things that he goes through. Also, we have Cesar Millan, the next specialist, and Cesar's, he's put out books, Cesar's Way and Be the Pack Leader. Cesar's world-renowned, known on to be on National Geographic Channel, and is on television quite often. And Cesar, along with Desmond, he has an agreement there of talking about where the dogs came from, why they act the way they do. Again, a lot of different techniques, such as aggression, why they smell. Humans, like us humans, we shake our hands, or when we greet each other or hug each other. Dogs, a lot of people will say dogs shouldn't sniff each other, they shouldn't sniff the humans. Why do they want to sniff other dogs and manners the way they do? This is the way the dog says hi. This is the way the dog finds out if the other dog is healthy, if he's unhealthy. And again, this goes back to when the dogs, clear back to when they were wolves. This techniques and the same manners were portrayed by the wolves. So Cesar, through life situations and working with people, runs into many different situations and scenarios with a domestic dog, and he continues to teach, and we can all learn from him in a lot of his ways and teachings. Caesar is a professional and has done a lot for a lot of people in learning why the domestic dog acts the way he does, why the domestic dog continues to act this way, and how we can help ourselves understand why they act the way they do with other dogs, why they act the way they do with us, and how we should not humanize them, and how we should actually treat them the way they want to be treated. They want a pack leader, just like the wolves have packs. They want a good leader, they want a stable leader, they want someone who will take care of them and watch over them. But we tend to want to humanize them and treat them in manners that like we would treat children or humans. So these men can do an awful lot for us in teaching us these ways about dogs and how to help them and how to help protect them and take care of them. And they are great for us, for companions, and for work. And Cheyenne, she sure is a joy for us. So that's my presentation for today. Thank you.